Reset TV, what's happening? It's gravitating away and we're back. Before we begin, do me a favor, man. I'm trying to pick back up. Hit that like button, share, but subscribe. We got a good topic real quick, and I'm a little down about this because I grew up on Lill Wayne and he's my top 5. Now, that can be subjective. Y'all can argue about it, but he's my top 5, and I'm sure enough people will agree. And on another note, Kendrick is definitely one of my top 5s for the last, I'll say, 10 plus years, right? He's one of my top 5s. I don't like this back and forth. I'm trying to be non-biased, so we're gonna get to the nitty-gritty. As y'all know, Kendrick randomly and surprisingly drops an album. Dope in terms of how he did it, right? Just dropped it out of nowhere. Wasn't necessarily promoting it, right? He had a snippet, that was it, but then he dropped an entire album. Now, he had a track called, wacc murals or whatever, and I thought that was probably the best song in the entire album. This is where some of y'all might click out and leave. I thought by Kendrick's standard, and I repeat, I thought by Kendrick's standard, the album was a bit mid, right? I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it 1000 with y'all. When I was listening to the album, right? I can't believe I'm gonna say this, man. All I was thinking about was that controversial take Drake had when he said to Kendrick, when you rapping, it sound like you trying to free the slaves. And I'm only saying that not in a negative context of me being ignorant, but I'm only saying that is because, this Kendrick tour of being this victim is getting kind of annoying. Bro, Kendrick, you did what most of us wanted you to do, and that was getting Drake up out of there, right? Drake represents the machine, somewhat of a gimmick rapper. I mean, nonetheless, shout out to Drake for some great party nights, right? Especially I DJ, so Drake's music has definitely helped the vibe when it comes to female interactions, right? I mean, Drake music be hitting, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. But Drake, the person who acts like a rapper, tends to be annoying, and Kendrick did the many of us, right? A great favorite, destroyed that boy. But in no means is that light-skinned Canadian is on the precipice, right? On the realms of a Lill Wayne. So Kendrick drops this album, and one of the tracks, like I said before, he basically, I wouldn't call it a diss, but like they say, if you have nothing good to say about me but mention my name, is definitely not respect. But a lot of people are having mixed emotions nonetheless, right? Kendrick basically is saying, Wayne, you ain't congratulate me. He's all his hard work is letting Lill Wayne down. And this is really much about the whole Super Bowl nod, where Kendrick got the nod by Jay-Z, because Jay-Z leads that thing. Let's not forget. And Kendrick got the nod over a Wayne. I don't even know if Wayne was for the running, but the Super Bowl was going to be in New Orleans, and it would have been fitting, right? But you got some people saying Lill Wayne can't perform the same anymore. The drugs don't fried his brain. He's forgetting lines. I mean, he's a middle-aged rapper. What do y'all expect? I think y'all asking for too much, and there gotta be grace. But again, me not trying to be biased, from a Super Bowl marketing standpoint, you have to be very crisp, right? Very acute when you're performing on that stage. Any error can ruin what they got going on, which means money. Let's not forget about it. Kendrick is probably the hottest rapper trending right now. I thought I understand it from a marketing standpoint, but because the likes of a legend himself in Jay-Z running that department, we could look at it two ways. Jay-Z chose to go from the business side versus the legendary side, right? And I blame this whole, legends from certain cities should perform at the Super Bowl. I blame that on that whole LA party that we had a couple years ago when the Rams was up in the Super Bowl. You had Dr. Dre coming out to perform, Snoop Dogg. I mean, there was Crip walking in the NFL halftime show. It don't get bigger than that. It was a LA party. I'm from a fan standpoint, right? I thought it would have been very fitting for Wayne to perform in New Orleans. But let's talk about the gist of it. Was it wrong for Lill Wayne to be upset? And for those of you that know, that's something he always wanted to do, was perform in New Orleans at the Super Bowl. Then you got other people saying, well, the Super Bowl was performed in New Orleans, I think 1 or 2 times before, right? Several years ago. I would say to this about that. When the Super Bowl was last performed in New Orleans, it was never about this artist is from that city, they should get it. It was always about who was the hottest at the time, right? And I think some people conflated what happened in LA a couple years ago with 50, all them boys, and made it about, well, it should be that type of scenario. I think it was about money. But if we push all of this aside, I still don't understand why Kendrick had to mention Lill Wayne's name, right? Whether y'all think he was telling the truth or not, again, I go back to this. If you're not mentioning me, right, my name in a colorful light, you don't need to bring up my name at all, because automatically it translates to a diss. Then you got fans speculating. Kendrick, as y'all like to tell all of us, which I know myself just by listening to him, he's intelligent. Come on, let's not act like he didn't throw Lill Wayne's name in to push even more fuel to his fire, because he's burning the charts right now. Should he have put Lill Wayne's name out? I'm sure some of y'all would say, well, he's just telling his truth. I don't think he should have. And the dangers of it, right, is that you got a lot of these young folks who probably don't even listen to Lill Wayne music and just recently hopped on to Kendrick's wave because of that ass whooping he gave Drake. I'm almost 90% sure, and again, it's a biased position, but I feel like I'm 90% correct on this. A lot of people that are on Kendrick's wave right now are only on his wave because that boy destroyed Drake. But a lot of y'all wasn't listening to Good Kid, Mad City, a lot of his other dope mixtapes. A lot of y'all didn't watch him growing up, videos out there of him battle rapping. Lill Wayne is not a battle rapper. He was just a rapper that had great bars, was a dope MC, and was running the game for a long time. Harder worker than Kendrick. You can come from my throat if you want, pause. But Lill Wayne was a harder worker than Kendrick. I mean, Kendrick Lamar is still the guy, guys, like J. Cole said, dropped you 4 albums in 12 years, and about 2 of those albums were great. The other 2, I'm just saying, this is getting a little tricky now. Lill Wayne ain't that light-skinned gimmick, rapper that jumped in the scenes and took over. I mean, are you trying to start beef, Kendrick, because Wayne is affiliated with Drake? I don't know, but y'all gotta stop telling me Kendrick ain't diss Wayne. Cut that out, because he mentioned the man's name and it wasn't to show love. It was almost like what you just said out to the entire world. You could have called me on that. You could have called me, bro. You don't gotta add my name in your album, and it's not about giving me praise. Stop saying Kendrick was giving Wayne praise. We're all intelligent. This is almost like a starter pack to get beef started. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I thought Kendrick was ahead of that, right? He was bigger than that. Apparently not. I don't know if you getting big-headed, Kendrick, but like the own title of one of your songs said, be humble, my guy. You running the game. You got the Super Bowl nod. And let's get this clear. It has never been a thing where artist peers, right, all these other names, comes out and congratulate you for getting a Super Bowl nod. That's never been a thing. So who cares if Wayne and others didn't give you a nod? I'm sure the people that matter congratulated you. You're sounding like a bitter baby mama, Kendrick. Lill Wayne didn't congratulate me. He's complaining about not being in the Super Bowl. But last time I checked, Lill Wayne got the right to be honest, right? You guys are always mad when these artists and these celebrities are giving you fake, right? A fake aesthetics, fake visual, fake words about how they really feel. Wayne kind of gave a vulnerable moment, and let's keep this real. Wayne never speaks about anything. For the last 10 years, he's been in a cave somewhere. Every now and then dropping some good songs, but he's not like on his work ethic like he used to be. It's almost like he's just kind of falling out of love with this per se. But Wayne finally opens up, gives some real emotions, and say, damn, I was disappointed. I wasn't chosen for the Super Bowl. He didn't. Like, how does that translate into him dissing Kendrick? Because I'm seeing the narrative all over social media, and it's getting annoying. And Kendrick, you're opening the floodgates for a lot of these youngsters to disrespect the OGs of the game, the legends, the old heads, because they're just only doing things based off of popularity. And the popular thing is basically Kendrick is the God MC. Like, you can't say nothing wrong about Kendrick. Almost like you couldn't say nothing wrong about Drake, and then Drake got guillotined by Kendrick, right? But it's the same narrative. There's certain rappers you're never supposed to say anything about. Eminem, I can keep going. But one could argue you ain't really supposed to say anything that's not positive about Lill Wayne when it comes to, you know, content in your music, because y'all can't fool me. Kendrick threw in Wayne's name for something so petty, like he didn't congratulate me. Then if you understand battle rap bars, and I'm not going too deep into it, but his last album he just dropped, the recent one by Kendrick, some of your tracks, brother, was throwing direct shots or indirect, however y'all want to see it. That's up to you to decipher, but Kendrick was throwing shots at the Lill Waynes of the world. If it's about notable rappers, Lill Wayne is the most notable rapper that you're throwing shots at. We know you got Drake up out of there, so who is all these people you talking about, Kendrick? You sound very victimish, bro. And that's one thing that turns me off. Get back to the basics, the things I fell in love with your rap. It's almost like the track Not Like Us kind of blew you away with the charts, right? Because I thought the other diss tracks you dropped about Drake was way more better than Not Like Us. But I get it. You fed the narrative that people want club bangers, something to get them moving. You know, their attention spans are very weak and small, so they can't catch your harder bars. So you gave them a Not Like Us. It was a typical pop, you know, hip hop club type banger, and it was a banger. Shout out to DJ Mustard. But coming at Wayne is crazy. So when you see a Lill Wayne saying, you know, damn, I just be chilling and they still come from my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. I felt that. You know, he said, let this giant sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction. Not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed on me. And I don't think he was talking about violence. He was talking about seriously like bars. And hey, maybe I'm out of my league with this one because everyone's telling me Kendrick would kill Lill Wayne. I think you guys are reaching. Could Kendrick edge Wayne? Yes, but Wayne was not somebody that had no bars, guys. I know we all have these short attention spans because of social media, and a lot of y'all jump on the hottest things, but Wayne, you know, come on, this is the man that beat Elvis' Billboard record, yo. This is the man that beat Elvis Billboard records, yo. Like, Wayne was not a nobody, and all of this, you know, this fake victimhood by Kendrick is turning me off a little. It was a mid-album, bro. I know y'all gonna come for me for that, but it was a mid-album. I'm gonna be honest, by Kendrick standard, that album is mid. And I leave it there. But what say y'all in the comment section? Because I'm really disappointed seeing two hip-hop juggernauts like a Wayne and Kendrick not having an understanding that should be positive, because whatever y'all say, I get it. Everybody's coming for Lill Wayne, who did the right thing. He just responded. He's saying, damn, what did I do? Because last time I checked, Lill Wayne ain't say nothing or nothing in direct, nothing about Kendrick for Kendrick to have Wayne's name in his song, and it had nothing to do with praising Wayne, right? You literally saying you're upset he didn't congratulate you. Like, come on, Kendrick, that's corny, even for you, bro. But let me meet y'all in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, gravitating away on Reset TV, and I'ma holla at y'all.